G'day everyone, it is the Little Aussie Collector and welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I'd just do a quick statue room tour for you guys. It's been over a year since we've done a room tour. So I thought since we've hit the 1,000 subscribers, I would just give a bit of a shout out there to everyone that's hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And I thought I'd do a 2024 September room tour for you guys. We've got a couple of new pieces that are coming in to the collection in about, one is in 2 weeks and one is in 4 weeks time. So I'll give you a sneak peek of where they're going, and quite possibly could be the best two pieces that the room will see. So let's dive in and have a look. So for those that aren't familiar with the channel or anything like that, this is the large lounge room that I have just decked out as a statue room. So as you walk in, this is a 7 by 5 meter room, and we've got full custom shelvings here on one side of the room, and then we've got a couple of bibs and bobs to make up the rest. So generally when people walk in, this is the first thing that they see. I've tried to make sure that the room is not cluttered, and I've got all of the space where you can walk through. So when people walk in, they generally see the Marvel and the horror section first, really, and then they pan around and they see some of the 1/3 and the Rocky collection, and we've got Predator on the side here. So let's dive in. We'll go from left to right. Now we've got the Darth Vader bust here. So this piece is from Sideshow Collectibles. It's a quite an old piece. I've done a review on this, and this usually sits in my Star Wars room. So to give you a quick idea, this is a spot which will be free for the next piece that arrives, and that is the Robert Downey Jr. 1:1 life-size scale bust. So he'll be here pretty soon. So when that comes, the Darth Vader will go back into the Star Wars room. And then Robert Downey Jr. will be here, or we'll put the Mark III Iron Man bust, which we'll come to shortly. We'll put that there. So this is sort of like my little 80s setup here. We have got some ECC products. We've got the Mohawk and we've got Giz. So a couple of ECC products here. There we go. And you'll notice that we've got the life-size R2 in the background there. That's in the family room. So underneath there, we have a little shelving unit, and we've got an Australian company statue. This is the 1/2 scale stripe from Gremlins. Let's get in a bit closer for you guys. Here we go. With the chainsaw, of course. A nice addition there to the Gremlins. Not many people have that in their collection. And then we have the Hot Toys DeLorean from Back to the Future Part 2. So he sits in there in the flying mode. Of course, he has the light systems. The Mohawk also has a light up function on the photocopier. So we move to the right hand side slightly, and then we'll start up with the top shelf, and we have my Marvel section here. So we've got the life-size Queen Studios Venom bust. So I'm going to try and just get in nice and tight for you on each of these pieces. So I think maybe I should just give you a quick, like, what's one nice aspect of each piece. Perhaps that would be good. And in this aspect here, the selling point here is obviously the flow of the tongue and how wide that mouth is. So they did a terrific job there with the teeth and the tongue. So that's Queen Studios Venom bust. So next to him, we have a Sideshow Collectibles Spider-Man bust. So again, a life-size. So this is their latest life-size bust that they've produced for Spider-Man. They've done a couple in the past. I think the aspect that I like about this the most is that lurching or leaning forward aspect of it. It really has quite a dynamic stance there for you. So the Sideshow Collectibles Spider-Man bust is next. Moving across to the Black Panther from Queen Studios. So we've got a few Queen Studios pieces in a row here. So the Black Panther bust. This was one of their first busts that they produced. Today is still a nice looking piece. It does have that feature where you do shine a blue light on it, and it comes up with all of the writing from Black Panther on the suit, which is quite nice. I just don't have a blue light here with me now. But some quite intricate pattern designs on the suit. A nice piece there, as we can see. So moving across from the Black Panther, we move across to the Iron Man Mark III bust. Now, this is probably where I will put the Robert Downey Jr. custom right here, or I'll move Hulk, as you can see, that's the next piece coming. And then I'll move this Mark III to where Vader is. So I'll probably separate the two suits. This bust here is certainly one of my favorites. It has a very nice light up feature. I've got the arc reactor, but a little bit different to some of the other Iron Man busts that are out there is all of the intricate details here on the sides. You can see, looking great there. So nice looking piece, and the shoulders, of course, are done very well. So that highlight for me here is the actual really cleanliness of the paint. I think that's my highlight of this piece here. The paint itself is done exceptionally well. I know that some collectors had the Mark VII and they were unhappy, but the Mark III for me is certainly a fantastic suit. And you can see those details on the side again there. So really well done there. And the portrait, of course. All right, so we're 4 Marvel busts in. So we continue, there's the 4 there in a row. And some people will ask me about the shelvings. These are 1.2 meters off the floor. Okay, so 120 centimeters. And then we move to the next piece, which is the Hulk. So another Queen Studios life-size bust, silicon. This one here from Infinity War, and a nice representation of the Hulk. So this again is one of their older silicon busts that have been out on the market for some time now. I think the highlight for me is definitely the underbite in the teeth. Let's get a nice view there of those. Very nice indeed. So nice teeth, and the stubble is quite nice too, as you can see there. Again, a piece that you'd probably want to display if you had it up high like this. As he's at eye height, he's sort of looking straight at you. So the Queen Studios Hulk paired with the Queen Studios Loki. So this is their version 1 with the helmet. I know the helmet is a bit of a rare item. There's not as many helmets as there are busts, I think. And a cracking piece, this one of my favorites. Again, I think this is maybe 4 or 5 years old now, but a great representation of Loki here. So that gets us to 6 life-size marble busts here in a row. I do like that the Black Panther and the Loki have the same base, obviously just different colors, but a great piece here in Loki. The highlight for me is the expression. It's just that that mystery around him, surrounding him, and he's a bit of a cheeky little bugger. So Queen Studios Loki. So that's how they all sit in a line there. And then we get to the final Queen Studios piece, which is the Thanos. And this boy is fantastic. He's been out and about in collectors' hands for, I would think, maybe 5 years now, maybe something around that, maybe 4 years, but a great piece. So the highlight for me here is the details in the eyes. He's got that small blue eye look, but fantastic. Again, another piece that you really want to display up high, and that's why I've displayed all of these marble busts at my height level. So then when you walk in the room, they slightly look down at you, because the manufacturers of these busts, with the exception of Iron Man there, really do make them that they do lean forward a little bit and tilt down for whatever reason. So displaying them up high is your preferred display option, I think. So that takes care of all the marble busts. Next to that is we have I think you can pronounce this company as Torres, I'm not too sure, but this is the Infinity Gauntlet, a great light up system here, just done via the remote. You also get a nice collector coin with this piece. So I think there's 250 in the world of this piece, and is certainly the superior Infinity Gauntlet. It's a great looking companion piece to the Thanos bust. And that sort of concludes all of the marble section here. So they are all in a row there. So when you walk in, they are the first things that you see. So again, the big change here will be the Iron Man bust. He will probably go where Vader is there, and Vader back into the Star Wars room, and then the Robert Downey Jr. bust will go there. So we're looking forward to showing that off. All right, then we start off with some DC. So we have the Infinity. We've got 3 Infinity Studio busts in a row. Now the difference with the Infinity busts and the Queen busts are you actually get a little bit more torso, and generally you get a couple of arms as well. So you'll notice that all of those Queen busts that I've just shown you there don't have any arms. Some of the newer Queen Studios ones do have arms, but I don't have any of those ones. I do have the Alita coming up shortly. That does have an arm. So the Superman here, the Henry Cavill, fantastic looking piece. I really love the open shirt sort of stance that he's got here. Really good. Very, the pose is really striking, and the colors of the suit are terrific. So that's the first Infinity Studios bust here, is the Superman. And I have paired him off with, next to him is we've got Batfleck. And this is a very big bust. Out of all of my busts, this is the biggest because it takes about 1 meter by 1 meter by 1 meter. So 1 meter long, 1 meter deep, and 1 meter tall, give or take. So again, because these shelves are 1.2 meters tall, that man is about 2.2 meters off the floor here in total. So he certainly sits in the corner really well because he takes up a lot of room, but has a really nice striking pose. So again, highlights of this piece, definitely the stubble here. We'll try and get in nice and close for you. There we go. So the stubble is fantastic. And I do remember still opening this up for the first time and being wowed by that stubble effect. And the suit itself is really great. All right, they're the 2 Infinity busts next to each other. And then my thoughts are this one is the best one of the 3. This is the Joker. I think this one here has got the best portrait. So let's dive in and have a look here. You get a couple of little extras with this piece as well. You've got the mask, and you also get a knife, as you can see in the base. A light up feature in the middle there as well. But this piece here is sort of seen to be believed. Certainly one of my favorite pieces is the Heath Ledger Joker. They've just done such a great job on that portrait. So they are the 3 Infinity Studios busts all together, A, B and C. And then we come to a couple of unique pieces, I think, but they are certainly great pieces in the collection. So this is the life-size Alita bust. Now also with that I've got the baby doll arm here as well. So this the life-size Alita bust has been in the collection for about 3 years, I think. And out of all the busts, I think this has got the best eyes. Fantastic. You get the sword as well with the one arm, what I was talking about. This is one of Queen Studios' pieces where they have done an arm to her. You can also put on her black suit, but I like showing off the colors here of all the different, they're actually purples and silvers here in the body armor. But again, those eyes are the highlight of this bust, undoubtedly. Again, another piece that really should try and display up tall again if you can. Yeah, fantastic. So the Alita arm here, the baby doll arm, very, very hard to find. I don't know too many here in Australia that have got this in their collection, but a great accompanying piece also from Queen Studios. The baby doll arm. I really hope that we do get a sequel to this film. The story is only really just scraping the surface there of what they could do. So let's hope that Alita 2 comes out. I do hear rumours that Disney are doing that, so that's a good sign. All right, so we move across here to Planet of the Apes. So the recent trilogy is some of the best films in, well, definitely in the last 15 years, that's for sure. That trilogy that they concluded with about 3 or 4 years ago now is fantastic. And the new film has come out about 6 months ago, which is reasonably good. I think the CGI and that's all good, but it just hasn't had the characters yet. It hasn't got the establishment of the Caesar, and that's what we're looking at here. This is old man Caesar. This is from a custom company, and this piece is magnificent. So you've got all of his, I think it's yak fur, I think, from memory. It's fantastic there, but just the expression for me is brilliant, and the eyes and the color in the portrait. And next to him is Cobra. So let's get a better villain than Cobra. This is an awesome villain. Some would say he's a bit of a hero, but great in the second movie there for the Planet of the Apes. This was a great custom by the same company, of course, that made Caesar. They've gone with the open mouth portrait here with the teeth showing, and I've gone with the war paint version. So I wanted it a little bit different to Caesar, but these two busts as a pair are in my top 5 pieces. So I definitely love them, and they are unique. So I'm lucky enough to have the first edition here of Cobra. This is number 1 of their batch of 50. So a great addition to the collection. So then we scoot across here. We haven't got too much room left on the top shelf. Remember, this is all on the one shelf here, guys, as we just pan across really slowly for you. Looking good. So we move to the end there, and we've got a couple of, we've got the Jurassic Park section, and we've got a Terminator bust here as well, which is just a small pure arts bust. It's more of a mask than a bust. I'm debating whether to put this on the wall or leave it there, but he's just sitting there at the moment. Some nice light up features to it, and very affordable, so it's a nice addition. Moving into the Iron Studios T-Rex. This is the 1/10. So I think a lot more people are familiar with this in the A and B set, but this is just on its own without the cars and all of the foliage. So a really nice 1/10 scale T-Rex, which is quite big, and into the Chronicles bust, which is the Velociraptor, sorry, and he sits well right on the end there because he's a really deep bust, of course, but he's quite narrow. So that fits in there well. So that's the JP section there a little bit. We move down to Natiri. This is the Avatar bust. So we're still on the bust line here. And this is the old Sideshow bust that I've spoken about still today, still holds up really well. So the Natiri from Avatar, a really tall bust. And this sort of, I guess it sort of flows in with the Jurassic Park and then the Planet of the Apes are all sort of animals slash creatures slash, you know, science fiction with Alita in there. And then that flows down to the Predator section that we've got here. So I've made a couple of alterations to the Predator setup. We'll go back a step here so we can try and get all of these pieces in one hit here. So we'll go left to right. So we'll start down low. So we've got the Icon Collectibles, which is an Australian brand, biomask. That's a life size. And then we've got the Sideshow Collectibles 1/4 scale maquette, which still is a great piece. Into the Dog Alien. This is a cracking piece, this Dog Alien. Even today, still holds up really well. Some great paint work. This is some of the Prime One's best with, I think this is with Cool Props, I think. So a great addition. And then we've got the old school bust, Predator bust. And then we've got the 1/3 that matches off with the Predator from Prime 1. So this is the 1/3 closed mouth edition. So this is an extra portrait that you can put on. And then we've got the Prime 1 1/3. So this boy, for those that own this piece, there's quite a lot of people and collectors out there that have this. This is such a fantastic statue. And if I had more room, I would display maybe the Predator 2 and the Berserker, but the Jungle Hunter for me is my favorite, so I'll just stick with the 1. And then sneak preview here, guys. This is where ET will be going, so I've just thrown in a little plush ET. Now this is the life-size ET that's going to be going in, and it's going to be 1.3 meters tall, and he's going to sit right here. So that's the second of the 2 amazing pieces that are coming in the next month. So we're hoping this one is here in the next 2 weeks. So the life-size ET. So that takes care of all of the top row there, guys. Scooting through all there. So we'll try and scoot through the horror section now. I did do a video on my horror section a week or 2 ago, so I'll scoot through a little quicker here for you guys with the horror stuff. But again, fitting in with the busts here. So we've got the Jason Voorhees one. This is the life size from ECC with a custom mask. So again, I did a video here last week of all these, so feel free to hit that one and have a look at that one. I'll go into a bit more detail into the custom 1-to-1 Reagan. Not many of these around, a great piece. And then we move into a bit of PCS world here. We've got the Ghost Face, which is the 1/3 Ghost Face. And then we've got the 1/3 Myers on the stairs. This is the exclusive with a couple extra bonuses. Now these are on the bottom shelf here, which are about 35 centimeters off the floor. But then if the statue is 80 centimeters, you're looking at 1.1 meters. Into the Butcher version of Leatherface. So those 3 PCS statues together. And then we move back into the bust world, where we've got a couple of the Conjuring Universe busts here, and we've got the Nun, the Balak bust. This is the version 2. Again, life size, light up features in the eyes. Silicon bust into the Lipstick Demon from the Insidious world. And moving across into the Pennywise. This is the version 2 Pennywise with the smile, or the scary face version, open mouth. And into the iconic Freddy with the glove. Again, this is an ECC product. So again, another life size there. So you can see all of these all fit really well together on that bottom shelf. And we move across into the Reaper from Blade 2. ECC product again. Great mouth feature there on that one. Into the Sideshow Chucky. This is the OG Chucky from Brighter Chucky. It's been in the collection forever. Into a Tweeterhead bust, actually. This one is the only Tweeterhead piece I've got here. It's the Lifesize Skeletor. A nice addition. I think the highlight of that bust here, I haven't gone into too much detail here with this one, but the highlight here is the body armor and the colors. They really pop. And it's quite a big bust too, so not a small piece. We move across into the 1/3 world again here. We've got a couple of 1/3 statues. So this is from the Joker. A great looking piece here. Does light up, and the light up features are quite nice there on the back, but lots of details here on his little bench there. Lots and lots of details, but the killer here is the portrait. So it's worth dropping down and having a look here at this portrait. That's fantastic. So this one has got the rooted hair. So a very nice addition. Moving across again, so we've got another Joker, but we're going back into Heath Ledger world with the Batman. So this is the 1/3. This is a combo set here, so you buy them individually, but I do have the matching base. So you can put one behind the other. So a very nice collection set there. And then moving across into a comic world, this is the only comic real pieces that I've got, is the XM Studios Queen. This is the Lady Death and the Thanos. Again, a matching pair. This is the deluxe version, version B. And this is a great piece. I've had this for a few years now and really have difficulty. Every time I sort of look at the collection, I find it a little bit out of place here and there, but I can't part ways with it. I just love it so much. Great combo set here. Some fantastic switch outs on both, actually. So I have the skeleton version of Lady Death on there at the moment, but she has a really nice clean portrait and arms as well. And last but not least is our Rocky section. So other than Star Wars, Rocky is my favorite franchise. So let's dive in a little bit here. Let's give this a little bit of love. So I had a few pieces in different spots here. So what I've done is I've just sort of collaborated them all. I'll come back a row here. So we've got all the PCS 1/3 together. And then we've got the Blitzway, which is the quarter scale. And then we've got the Schoenberg as well, all in one section now. So this is a good looking section here. So the Rocky section sort of updated a little bit, the Schoenberg there. So I'm not too sure whether I'll get the additional Blitzway quarter scale or not. So this sort of perhaps fits the bill here, all of these in one section. But yeah, I love the Rocky films, and the 1/3 are a good representation of each character there for me, with the two Apollo Creeds and the Ivan Drago and Clubber Lang. So there we have it, guys. That's the lounge room tour. So we'll just give you another pan around here. As we can see. So I want to know from you guys, what's your favourite statue out of all these? Tried to give you a nice little rundown of all of them. My sort of top 5 really change quite often. Depends if I'm in a Marvel mood or if I'm in a horror mood. But there's certainly a great variety for everyone. So yeah, again, the room's like 7 meters by 5 meters, so there's plenty of room in here to sit and relax in here, which is great. So remember, we're going to alternate. We're going to flip out the Darth Vader bust back into the Star Wars room, and we're going to put the RDJ here, and then we're going to put that Mark III where the Vader is. And then my favourite piece that's coming in is going to be that Lifesize ET. So this is a piece that I've been waiting for forever, it seems. The Australian battery laws are very strict here, and this piece has taken forever to get a compliance. So we finally got the tick that it is coming in. So we're hoping it's only 2 weeks away now. When that comes, that'll be a huge unboxing for me. It's probably the most anticipated statue I've had for a long time. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I've tried to cut it down to as short as I can. Just wanted to give you like a minute on each piece, but there's 28 busts in here. That's sort of that's my one thing. I love the life-size busts. So 29 will be Robert Downey Jr. and maybe I'll get one more to make 30. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the tour there, guys. Feel free to leave a like. Definitely hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit that button for us, mate. We really appreciated it. And hit the comments up. I want to see what your favorite pieces are. Would you change anything in the room? Would you move some things? Bear in mind, all of these life-size busts are very heavy, so moving them around is not easy, but it's definitely doable. And the custom shelving here is something that I put a lot of time and energy into, and to get that right, it took a long time, but it's certainly paying off now. All right, until the next video, guys. Hopefully the next one is the life-size ET, which is coming soon. But yeah, stay safe, everyone, and I'll see you on the next video.